Live fire with Dad. What's going on, Pops?
Fire with Dad, baby. Cha-ching.
What's going on?
Not much, just working. Had two networking events on Zoom today, and I did about five, 6 coaching calls. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coaching calls.
You can count up. That's impressive.
I'd be impressive too, baby. Especially after 5 coaching calls, I can still count.
No, you're a beast. So let's talk about 3 topics today.
All right.
So number 1, I want to talk about cigars.
Okay.
Number 2, I want to talk about when they fly the coop. And number 3, I want to talk about business, your business. So number 1, whenever I travel, Christy gave me a hard time the other day. She's like, why do you always get your dad cigars, but you never bring mom back anything? And I'm like, because I don't know that mom really wants or needs any of this stuff, and dad likes cigars, so I get them for him. But the one thing I never know, I just buy cigars. Like whether like the past time we're Dominicans, I've gotten your Cubans, I've gotten all sorts of stuff. What kind of cigars do you like?
I like mild cigars. Doesn't really matter the style or kind. Just they're mild, and if they're mild, I right now probably have 10 different types of cigars in my humidor, and I'll smoke them. The ones that are mild, I really enjoy more than the ones that are really harsh.
Okay, so how do I identify a mild? Obviously, the person working there can tell me, but is there a telltale sign of a mild, like the thickness, the length, the color?
No, usually the color. Most of the mild ones are the tobacco's a lighter color than the harsher ones usually have a darker tobacco.
Okay. So what is your favorite cigar you ever had, or the best one you've ever had?
The one that Sam just bought me about a month ago.
This isn't Sam's live. You're supposed to say mine.
Okay, the one I had last night was great too.
No, I'm joking. What did he buy you a month ago?
They're I don't know what the name of them are. Okay, although the ones you bought me before, the ones called JP, they were fantastic as well. You bought me some. It was JP something or other. And the problem with some of these cigars, you can't tell what their name is because you see the wrapper, and the wrapper's in such strange ink that or such such a weird writing, okay, italics or whatever, font, okay, you can't tell what the name of it is. But the ones you bought, they had JP on them. They were delicious. They were fantastic cigars.
Was that the ones I got you for Father's Day or some other time?
Yeah, that one's Father's Day.
Okay, well, those are from Strauss Tobacco, so I'll have to go back and look. JP. So I remember JP Flooring because you know some guys from JP Flooring.
Well, I know the owner.
Okay, well, there you go. Phil Stripper?
Yep.
Okay, so
I did a webinar with him about 2 months ago. I was involved with a webinar with him.
Maybe it was his cigar you smoked.
Maybe knowing him, he may have his own cigar.
Maybe I broke into his house and stole them and didn't actually buy them for you.
There you go.
Okay, so why do you enjoy? Tell me why you enjoy cigars. And I know you text me about every other day. You're on the porch because you got a lake that your house is on. You're on the porch smoking a cigar. Why do you enjoy them? And what's the
easy way to relax? You can sit there and relax. Cigars, you don't like. Unlike cigarettes, you smoke them. You're smoking one in 5 minutes. Where cigars, most cigars that are today, it takes you about an hour to smoke them, and so you can kind of sit there and you just kind of relax, and you get a chance to do some thinking. And you're not, most of the time when you're smoking a cigar, you're not talking to every Tom, Dick, and Harry. You're not having a lot big time conversation. You just kind of just sit there, relax. So it's an easy way to relax.
Okay, that's perfect. Okay, so next, birds flying the coop. So Paige leaves for college this Saturday.
Yeah, I know, big time.
It's been weird this week thinking about it because it's just hard to imagine that she was this little rugrat years ago, and now she's off and be down there bebopping around campus and spending money like I did that you end up having to pay for that I'm now going to be paying for. And heck, you've got it going 3 ways. So Paige is leaving to go to college, which doesn't affect you a whole lot because you see her the same probably. Ethan's leaving to go to the military.
I won't see him at all.
And then your son Sam is leaving to go to Florida.
Yeah, no. So I'm dead meat.
So you only got me.
I know. You and Cole.
So how did you cope with that when Sam left to go to the military? Because you had a little buffer when he left to go to the military before I went to college. So that was probably easier when I went to college. But how did you cope with, okay, you're not going to see your kid that often?
That was not easy. That was probably, honey. The question is, how do we cope with Sam leaving the military? Because he says Paige is leaving to fly in the coop. He wants to know how we coped with that. He says, I said it wasn't easy. That was a tough thing because he was. And she just said the only reason why we were able to cope with it because we had you at home still, that buffer.
Okay.
Had we not had you at home, I think we would have been a mess. Well, I wouldn't have. You would. She said she wouldn't have, but I would have.
So there's no advice. So it's just the fact I got Cole at home. That's like your fatherly advice is just I got one kid left.
You got Cole, that's your buffer. And you do a lot of things with him anyway. And quite honest with you, once football season starts, you'll be busy going to all his games and that kind of thing, and going to his practices and like you were last year. So that'll probably take up a lot of your time.
Okay. Cool.
Plus the thing is with her, it's just like with you. You called me all the time. I called you all the time, and you had your vehicle down there. Okay, I remember right. The first time you had the Carmen Gia for a while, and I ended up pulling that home, and then you took the pickup truck down there.
Nope, I had the Plymouth Laser down there.
That's right. Okay, and I had to go down and get it because it fell apart.
No, I had the Plymouth Laser. It did break down one time on the way back by Lexington, but mom started driving it the one summer, and she liked driving it to work.
Okay, whatever. Okay.
And so she took that. You went and bought me a truck at Tom Gill Chevrolet, a blue Mazda B2200
with an extended cab.
Yep.
Nice truck. Matter of fact, I wouldn't mind still having that. That's a nice little truck.
Okay, maybe I'll go find it and buy it for you. It's probably in a junkyard, but
we didn't know that.
Okay, last but not least, what do you do? How can my friends that are watching this that either need business advice, sales advice, what do you help people do?
I help people create new revenue. In other words, create their revenue stream. And there's 4 ways of doing that. One is you got to get visible. You got to learn how to communicate effectively. You then got to learn how to develop good relationships or strategic relationships. And 4, you got to have a strategy. And probably the most important one besides the visibility is the strategy. As I was coaching a guy this morning, he's going to go see a prospect on, I'd say next Tuesday. Okay. What do you want to accomplish and how are you going to get there? So here's your end result. How are you going to get there? What things are you going to say? Okay. What do you know about the person? Have you studied? Have you done any research? The more you research, the more you make sales a profession rather than just you're doing it. I mean, I hear this all the time. I'm in sales and I'm a salesman. Are you really? Make it a profession. Dissect it. That's the one thing you've done is that you've made sales a profession. Okay. It's something that you've mastered rather than just something I'm doing.
Okay. Cool. That's all you got?
No, I can go for another hour and a half. Now, one thing I am doing, if you want, you can log in, I guess. Wednesday, I'm doing a seminar or a workshop for the Coleraine Chamber from 9 o'clock to 9 to 10:30 in the morning on Wednesday. And I think if you go into their Facebook page, you probably can click on it and get registered. And that's going to be, we're going to be talking about referral marketing. And actually the question is going to be, he told me this morning, a lot of guys are already in sales, they're already doing marketing. So how do they take the next step? What things do they got to do to get to the next level? In other words, you're already here. Now, how do I get up here? What things do I got to do to get to that next level? Okay,
I'm looking on their Facebook page. When did they post it?
It should be on there, I would think. They have it every, I think it's every second Wednesday or something like that. It's a whole chamber thing. From what I understand, there's about 70 people on it.
Okay, well, you might want to go tell them to give you a link. I'm on their Facebook page, and I do not see it at all. Let me see if there's an event created for it. There's no event.
Maybe go into their website.
Okay, let's go to the website. ColerainChamber.org. Upcoming events. Chamber Women's Networking Group. Is that you? Nope.
No.
Oh, August. I'm thinking we're in the wrong month. Here we go. August. When did you say it was? August what?
The 12th.
August 12th. Sales Summit.
Yep.
Okay, so let me share my screen, and I can post this link.
Does it mention me at all, or what they're talking about, or anything?
I don't know. We're gonna look at it together.
Okay.
Okay, you can see that, right?
Yeah, not very well, but my part, mine is real small on mine for some reason.
That's what she said. Let's see. I will post this in the comments. It says August 12th, Sales Summit brings together professionals. That's a generic description. August, it's on Zoom. Here we go. A regular meeting will take place in August. We'll have a 90-minute meeting with a guest speaker presenter, Dwayne Plapp, who will be taking a practical look at referral marketing. There you go. Okay, so I'm going to. There's a link to your LinkedIn. So let me comment in here on the post comments. And we got Brenton on here from Australia that says morning, gents, because it's morning in Australia. So let's unshare that. What's up, Brenton? Good morning. We got David with the wave. And then there's the link. I put it. It shows up on YouTube and there it is, Facebook too. Okay, so cool. There's the link. You can go to Chamber of Commerce for Coleraine Chamber, register for the event, become a genius. Okay, Dad, that's all we got today. Cigars, kids flying the coop, and how to work with you. Adios.
Cha-ching. Have a nice day. Fire with Dad, baby.
See you, Dad. Love you.
Love you too.
See you, Mom.
Man says see ya.
Love you.
Mom says see ya. Bye.
Bye.